So our next two musicians and songwriters go by the group name of Steely Dan, and they actually meet in college, and they create a band, and they're known for their kind of esoteric literary references within their songs. Um, they've had numerous albums, won numerous awards, sometimes taking up to 10 years between albums, um, influenced by great jazz artists. Uh, one of them passed away a couple of years ago. Donald Fagen is still around, still touring today. And again, New Yorkers make it big in the field of music with obscure literary references kind of hidden within their songs. So Steely Dan has many, many smash hits, many, many albums, and has won many awards. But this is an album called The Royal Scam, and this is the key song from the album. And this relates back to the Puerto Rican immigration to New York City. So let's take a look at the lyrics here and see what they mean exactly. And they wandered in from the city of St. John without a dime. So St. John refers to San Juan, the capital of the Puerto Rican island. So they come to New York City with no money, wearing coats that shine both red and green colors from their sunny island. From their boats of iron, from the steamships, they looked upon the promised land, America, where surely life was sweet on the rising tide to New York City. So that's talking about coming into the estuary, into Ellis Island, to get your paperwork stamped, to immigrate into New York City. Did they ride into the street, see the glory of the royal scam? No, they didn't. So a scam is a kind of a dishonest business deal. Sometimes those nuisance phone calls that you get from solicitors trying to get you to buy something that you don't need, those are scams. They are hounded down to the bottom of a bad town amid the ruins, where they learn to fear an angry race of fallen kings, their dark complexions, their dark companions, while the memory of their southern sky was clouded a savage winter. Okay, so what they're talking about is they end up in the poorest part of the city. Now, there's already a group of people there. The African American population is already present. They are in competition now with the African Americans for jobs. The economy is not good. They don't speak English. They're a different race. Okay, we're looking at some serious trouble. And they are complaining about how cold it is in New York City in the wintertime. Every patron saint hung on the wall shared the room with 20 sinners. So, in the typical Puerto Rican home, there would be pictures of the saints of the Catholic Church, uh, predominantly Catholicism on the island of Puerto Rico. So they're talking about having to share their small apartment dwellings with a lot of other people. By the blackened wall, he does it all. He thinks he's died and gone to heaven. So, in the midst of poverty and ghetto and low chances of jobs, he thinks he's going to be okay. Uh, the next piece talks about now the tale is told by the old man back home. He reads the letter, how they are paid in gold. So they send letters home. What can they say? They can't say, "Oh my God, I made a serious mistake coming here." So they play it up like they're doing well. And the old man could be an uncle or a grandfather or a father or an older brother or whomever. And they send letters back home. And what they say is they're paid in gold just to babble in the back room all night and waste their time. And that means, hey, we got easy jobs. We're making money. We don't have to work very hard. Okay. And they wandered in from the city of St. John without a dime. Okay, so a great summation of the song by Anthony Mouse. He says this. He says, the song is about the wave of Puerto Ricans. St. John equals St. Juan, who immigrated to New York City to escape poverty on their own island because they've heard all the stories about the streets here, figuratively, being paved with gold. When they get here, they find it's not a trivial pursuit to prosper and have to settle for sleeping in small, overcrowded tenants with dozens of their countrymen. Their presence sets them at odds with the dominant established minority, African Americans, who consider the lower rent portions of the city to be their exclusive territory. They find themselves to be ill-suited for the northern climate and too vulnerable to the attractions for drug addiction. They write the family back home to tell them how well everything is going for them, describing either a phony job or a dead-end welfare job. In this manner, America scams the immigrant into immigrating, and the immigrant scams the folks back home with stories of success. So, it's our song from Steely Dan, The Royal Scam.